with a promotion, rebranding, and more. This is Wrestling Rambles. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Before we move on, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Rambles with notifications on, and don't forget to like the video. With the brother of Saraya planning to leave the UK for the US, it seems he might have a place in AEW, as Dave Meltzer noted on Wrestling Observer Radio. Zack Knight, or Zack Zodiac, was on the Knight Family show. I don't know if it was today or yesterday, and he said that this was going to be his last show, and he is going to the United States. I know Saraya, it's Saraya's brother, and if you saw the movie Fighting With My Family, this is the brother who was at the WWE tryout, and the one who was the better of the two, but he was not chosen to go to WWE because Saraya was a cute girl, and he got the nod, and they didn't see anything in him. This is many years later, so I think he's gonna get an AEW tryout. I mean, she went to Tony Khan and asked if her brother can get a tryout, so I think that's what is happening there. On the possibility of joining the Bloodline in WWE down the road, former MLW Tag Team Champion Lance Anoa'i said this to the Shining Wizards. "I do see myself in it, but with my MLW contract, I don't see myself in it. I would love to be in it. Ever since they brought Solo in, I thought I could have been a part of it with me. Me, Jacob, could be a top star there. Especially because it's called the Bloodline, I feel we just need all the members of the family there." Going over the live attendance numbers for AEW and WWE shows for last week, Ringside News wrote that WrestleTix reports that WWE SmackDown on October 20th garnered the highest attendance with 14,149 tickets sold. WWE Raw at the Paycom Center in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma had 7,902 tickets sold on October 16th. AEW Dynamite on October 18th saw 4,457 tickets sold at the Fort Bend Epicenter in Rosenberg, Texas. On the other hand, AEW Collision at the FedEx Forum in Memphis, Tennessee was the least attended show with 2,933 tickets sold. As for house shows, WWE Sunday Stunner in Laredo, Texas has 1,068 available tickets with around 2,683 distributed. WWE Saturday Night's Main Event in Edinburgh, Texas distributed 5,629 tickets. Taking to Instagram, Jaccara Jackson posted a photo showing off her arm as she suffered a broken wrist and had to be replaced by Brinley Reese to face Ariana Grace on NXT. She wrote, "First time having a bone break my entire life. For those who think this is a game, it ain't. Wait on it." At the Bound for Glory event, Sonny Kiss took part in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet, with this said by PW Insider regarding the future for the star. Sonny Kiss will be in as a regular going forward. We have not heard if that means she has signed a deal. As AEW commentator Jim Ross was in Memphis, Tennessee for the Collision event on Saturday, he enjoyed some breakfast with his former broadcast partner Jerry the King Lawler. Giving a health update on an AEW star, PW Insider said Serpentico was sporting his arm in a sling last night, so he is injured. Going over the segment on NXT between Bron Breakker and The Undertaker, where the dead man chokeslammed the up-and-comer, Bill Apter said on WrestleBinge, "I loved it until The Undertaker kind of killed him at the end there. That I did not agree with, but just to have interaction with The Undertaker was kind of a rub. People are wondering if anything is gonna come out of this." Teddy Long replied, "At the end you gotta understand this business. At the end, what Undertaker did to him wasn't to kill him. What Undertaker did to him was to establish him and let everybody know this is the guy. That's why that chokeslam came in. That was his initiation, not to kill him. So that was absolutely great. That didn't do nothing but make him stronger. I'm telling you, that's his initiation. That was the best thing that could ever happen to him." making it clear that he is gunning for the undisputed Universal Champion Roman Reigns. LA Knight said this at a live event after defeating Solo Sikoa.
LA Knight has something to say.
Let me talk to him.
Yeah.
Tell you what. Stick that whole thing in an envelope, put it in your back pocket, take it to your boy Roman Reigns as a message.
Yeah.
The message is, I take care of one, I take care of two. Next on the list, Roman Reigns, and you're looking at your new WWE champ.
Yeah.
So I'll put it to you like this, we're only about a week out until the whole damn world on the other side of the globe, they all learn whose game is it with the whole damn world said.
During a Q&A session, this was said about the status of AEW star Abaddon during her absence from the company, as Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful said. I know they're healthy as they're working on independent shows. Abaddon worked on independent show recently and had been out of the ring for quite a while. When I asked early this year, I was told it was a matter of the in-ring matching the character. And I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can take that, but Abaddon's been signed for over 3 years. There's never been any major story associated with Abaddon, only wrestled 2 matches this year. I fired off a message when I got this question and had it confirmed that Abaddon is still signed with AEW as well, but just has not been utilized. And there are a few people who have been utilized less than Abaddon this year. But I know they always wanted the in-ring work to step up as well, and Abaddon worked really hard to get in shape, I believe, last year as well. Revealing that her grandmother passed away, former WWE star Mandy Rose wrote, "Love you, Nana, so much. Rest in peace. You were the best nanny anyone could ask for. We all got our silliness from you. You always had the most positive energy to letting us drive your car at 12 years old and playing pranks on everyone everywhere we went. So many amazing memories, and I'm so grateful for your love and guidance. Rest peacefully, Nanny. 94 years old. God bless. Please give my brother a hug." Of course, we wish Mandy Rose and her family all the best during this time. Previously, Jon Moxley suffered a concussion during his match against Rey Fenix. Now PW Insider has given an update. Jon Moxley was officially cleared to return as of last night's TV taping and is back going forward. Explaining why Impact Wrestling is going back to being called TNA, PW Insider said, "When 2024 arrives, Impact Wrestling will be no more. In its place, TNA returns." The big change was announced last night during a video package at the end of Bound for Glory that as of January, they will revert to their original name, TNA Total Nonstop Action. This was a move that wasn't made without a lot of planning, and at one point, the announcement was tentatively slated to be made back at Slammiversary before it was pushed back to Bound for Glory. The final decision to flip the switch back to TNA was locked in about 2 to 3 weeks back. PWInsider.com is told by Impact/TNA sources that the decision was made for several reasons. One, it would unite the fragmented history of the promotion, which at different times was known as TNA, then Global Force Wrestling, then finally Impact Wrestling. A secondary factor as making the decision was that a number of the company's international partners preferred the TNA name and at times were still using the name internally. We are also told that the company also quietly polled long-term fans of the promotion earlier this year and learned that many of them stated they preferred the TNA name. Fans who have chanted TNA since the promotion returned to the road have also been a factor in the company thinking about making the change and then finally flipping the switch back. There was a lot of TNA nostalgia several years ago when the promotion brought back the TNA title with Moose as title holder, with the original plan for the company to revive TNA as a separate TV series and possibly promotion out of a TNA reunion pay-per-view, but the COVID-19 COVID-19 pandemic stalled those plans before they were dropped. Instead of two different promotions and TV series, instead TNA has returned as the name of the company. The plan is for Impact to close out the remainder of the year and then transition over to the TNA name in January, with the Hard to Kill pay-per-view in Las Vegas being the first official TNA show. The UK tour will still utilize the Impact Wrestling name. Going forward, the TV series will then be known as TNA Impact Wrestling. I am under the impression they will return to using the old logos as of January. There will be new TNA Championship belts rolled out with the current title holders using those belts instead. The new belts have already been crafted and produced. They aren't likely to be used until January. There are zero plans to return to the old six-sided ring, PWInsider.com is told. This wasn't even discussed, as just about every talent still with the company who ever worked in the six-sided ring found the traditional four-sided ring to be easier on their bodies. We were also told that the company intends to move forward with current storylines, talent, and style, but utilize the TNA name going forward when they hit 2024. The plan is to take all of moves Anthem has made to improve the company since taking it over from Dixie Carter several years back and continue onward as TNA Impact Wrestling. And this was your Pro Wrestling News Update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later.